there sure is a lot in this game for a game being about shrinking and being small and stuff. Welcome back to Minish Cap. Previously, I am a strongman for the library. I'm collecting overdue books. And I just found, The Legend of Picori. It's been out forever. I think I didn't pick it up yet. I think it's still sitting in the Scholar's house. This entire weekend, I was out looking at stars and I forgot all about the book that's sitting at the Scholar's house. Also, I grabbed some more amiibos, but nothing too fascinating yet. You do get a little bit of side story with the amiibos, like, I got the King of Hyrule, and it said that he fought in the Picori Festival as a young lad, and he actually tied with Master Smith, who was my ex-master. I wonder how Tingle would do in that. He'd probably pay off the judges. There we go, Legend of Picori. I did a puzzle for this. I got myself a power bracelet. That's a nice trade. She is so deeply moved by this. So, there's one more book remaining. Isn't there? The History of Masks. Mayor Hagen took it out last. He's a public official. Does the library get to tax him for the book then? Did they charge him overdue fees since he's like the mayor and all? Also, there's something down here, and we should get that out of the way. I have the ability to dig. These walls are now relevant. Look at all this stuff in here! We're just gonna dig out the foundation of the mayor's house. The heck with it. I'm just gonna take all the stuff he buried in his basement. Like red kinstone pieces! If I remember correctly, there's 3 of them in here. And, is there something else important in here? Or is it a different cavern I'm thinking of? You gotta start checking the walls now, because there's gonna be stuff on them. And that leads to another side quest for the final bottle, actually. Get off me! I can't dig with Beetle on me! Ah! You know what? I'm gonna sell you to Beetle. He seems to keep on nagging me about the beetles I have in Breath of the Wild. Kind of annoying after a while. I kind of stopped shopping with him when I have a beetle in my inventory. Alright, you know what? I'm not even gonna dig over to that beetle. I'm gonna go this way. I'm missing a red kinstone piece. There it is. There's 3 of them in here. Sadly, I don't think these walls ever drop items. But we do have some stairs here. Ladders. That leads us to 100 rupees! Oh good, I need more of those. Also, we're back in this area again. But this time I can actually shove that boulder into the slot. That's going to be important much, much later. It's a good thing I'm getting it out of the way now. Because, I mean, look at all this digging I have to do. There's going to be other points in Hyrule Town, I believe, that are going to lead to that spot. We've been to one already, but it has a really, really big block in the way. And I need to push it out of my way. And I don't have enough clones to do that. I think I require 4 links to push that block. Wrong way. I'm gonna have to go this way. Oh, that was fun. I kind of like how that's not like its own little room. It's actually just a mode 7 of underneath Hyrule. It doesn't change the map at all. Or if there is loading, it's very, very minor. So, this is Mayor Hagen's house. He likes masks. We've talked to him several times before. We even fused with him. A History of Masks, handed over, right now. Indeed, I checked it out. That checks out. Yeah, do you see what I did there? Okay, he does not remember if he rented a book. And probably the library is just lying. You know, to get his mayor earnings. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wreck his masks. Say that! You no longer have masks. How do you feel about this? Alright, I don't know why you unflipped your pot. It looks better like this. Keep it like this from now on. Or I'll be back, and I'll take your chests. This is some nice chests, by the way. I gotta say. So there's a Minish living in Mayor Hagen's house. Maybe he has some information. Maybe they have some information. Kinstone pieces? Kinstone pieces? No. Ah, he took the book to a cabin by the lake, and then he forgot about it. Or maybe it's just willful ignorance, I'm not quite sure. He just forgot it at the lake cabin. He's kind of forgetful. Yep, I want to go there. They're gonna mark it on my map, even though I do have a good idea where it is. It's right there. Actually, it's kind of between the northern part of the Minish Woods and Lake Hylia. So we're gonna have to go through Lon Lon Ranch again. I don't think I left any chests behind in Long Run Ranch either. So, that's where the final book is. We're going to have to go and retrieve it now. I'm not sure if I need to cut that out or not, because I don't know if there's any other treasure chests in that area that I've unlocked. So let me check my map real quick. Where is that map? Right here. Nothing there. That's the next dungeon. We will be going there eventually. But there are some side quests I want to get out of the way. Nah, that's the Goron. He's still digging. So there's nothing really there. So, you know what? I'll just meet you at the entrance to the Minish Woods, because there's stuff to do there. Now, why did I have to cut that all out? Well, there's no wind crest that leads to, like, the northern part of the Minish Woods here. And I need to get here so I can go to another part of Lake Hylia, which there is no wind crest. Also, there's this golden Octorok here, and he fires 3 rocks at me. And I don't appreciate that. I'm just gonna spaz out on him real quick. And I get myself, what was that, 100 rupees? I'm pretty sure that was. Or was it 200? I'm not quite sure. But we have to go through this rock wall to get to Mayor Hagen's hut. And we saw the other part of this earlier when I was digging around down there. So there's no other way to get here without using the whirlwinds in Lon Lon Ranch. So you can go across the pond, because we can't swim. And also, since we can't swim, we can't take a shortcut to Mayor Hagen's house. We're going to be solving that problem today. I can guarantee you that. This is why we're doing these book things. Also, that is a rupee lake. Don't be fooled by it. It wants your rupees. It would only give you a green one in return. Also, I'm pretty sure there's some buried secrets in here, too. That's the way we need to go. What we want to do is go up this way. Because behind... Let go! It's a good thing I do not have my shield equipped. That would have been bad for me. What is that thing? That is funky looking. It wants a kinstone piece. Okay, I'm sure to oblige. Look at how many blues I have. So I fused with mysterious wall thing. What's going to happen? I wonder if it has anything to do with that Goron face on the ground. Ah, poor guy. He'll never get through there. We're gonna have to find him some rock roast. Oh look, it's another one! We just summoned it out of the ether with a kinstone piece. And now we have twice as many Goron. They'll surely break through this wall now. Yeah, it's alright, you beat that wall a new one. Sadly, their quest in the rock wall dungeon is not over with yet. We need to find more mysterious walls and help them out. Then we could get something good for our efforts. There are many, many dungeons like this one with a mysterious wall in it, and we have to fuse with them all to help them out. I think there's like 5 or 6 fusions in the game for that. For that particular thing. Speaking of which, I need to talk to Tingle. See how my fusions are going along. Sadly, I cannot swim. I saw heart peaks over there. And I can't really get into Mayor Hagen's house the normal people way. Because there's things we need to do in it. See, there's a letter right over here. Okay, that sounds like a great idea. Maybe I could just knock this over and I don't have to do some convoluted puzzle. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Actually, that note is hinting to, over here. This tree is a sparkly tree. That means I can shrink at it. Nah, there's no other secrets around here. So I have to become Minish and come into here. And I was really hoping that gap was wide enough, and it was. And we have to gust our way in the back door. Please don't let there be any lotuses in the way. That would annoy me. Alright, let's get a little bit more thrust going on here. I kind of both love and hate these lily pads. Alright, there we go. And we get a treasure chest. Just a blue kinstone piece. But we're in here now. I almost fell into the water there. He just has like an automatic lily pad just floating around by its own volition. And since we have the power bracelets, we can come up here and push books away. And there we go! The history of masks! I can't pick it up because I'm Minish. The power bracelet doesn't help you do everything in the world. Because that would be just ridiculous. Then you could just live in Minish form. Well, I mean, stairs would be a problem, but That's a minor problem I have when you have unlimited Minish power. Itsy bitsy tinny. Why'd you do that? I was busy doing something. Where'd these pestos come from? I was gonna say itsy bitsy teeny weeny living space and unlimited cosmic power. I would have messed up the Aladdin meme anyway. That's right, I'm calling it a meme now. That's what we do in the 2000s. So, puzzle complete. I now have all the books. I just need to go pick it up first. It's mine, it just doesn't know it yet. And luckily, I do have a Wind Crest in Hyrule Town. No, I'm not doing it like in Link's Awakening. I am not messing with that because that is the original Legend of Zelda flute theme, and I like it. The other one, the Mambo's Mambo, felt forced, so that's why I did it to it. I don't appreciate what Mambo did to that. Yeah, he is. So you're gonna charge him, right? I want to see that happen. He's a public servant. He's getting charged by public servants. But there we go. We got all the books. Red, green, and blue. That seems to be a lot of themes that go on in the Zelda thing. Think about it. We have red, green, and blue goddesses. We have the red, green, and blue tunics. In several of the games, actually. We had the red and blue ring in the original Zelda. Actually, red, green, and blue seems to appear in a lot of Nintendo stuff, like Pokemon. Red, green, and blue. Well, it was yellow in the American version, but it was originally green. The books are back on the shelves! I was busy ranting about the history of red, green, and blue. And now we could shrink and we could go meet Library in the library. At least he was aptly named. I mean, what if he ended up being in the post office? Would it be post officery? Yes, I butchered that. The books are back now. Look, the books are actually here. If you remember, these were empty spaces before, and we could go nowhere. And also, we're very happy because we got money. So, I'm sure some of these books lead to other places, and I don't remember finding 2 red books. Where are these books coming from? Yeah, they probably were already here. There's the Hyrule Historia. We could read about history that hasn't happened yet. And we could finally head down here. There's Library's house. Yes, it's Library. Actually, it's Library. That's his name now. Hello, Library. You know what? I kind of want to talk to that blue Minish. He looks like he has something for me. What time do we got? 14 minutes? I could do it. I could get the item. I'm talking to Blue Minish. He looks lonely. He's kind of the loner Minish. Look at him. He's living off by himself. An Encyclopedia Hyrulean right there next to him. That's all he gets to read. Because he doesn't know how to climb books. Only I could do that. Yay! All the books are together. I thought you had... I thought you had something for me. You were off in the middle of nowhere. I thought you would have had something important. You are ridiculous. You are the most ridiculous Minish in the entire game. There's absolutely no Minish that are more ridiculous than you are. Why'd you have to do that to me? I thought you were secret. He implied that he was secret. Look at that. Would you not call that secret? Library, I would have killed one of your Minish fellows. Yeah. Also, we're gonna fuse with you now. It's a random one. Maybe it'll be one of those Caster Wilds lily pad things. I think I found out that there was another place in the Caster Wilds, in the Minish Woods, where you could fuse at a Minish and he'll open up lily pads for you. But I think it's just a random thing. Golden Octorok, Wind Ruins. Not too inclined to go there. I don't think I'm going to be hurting for money. Okay, Library, I'm done with fusing with you. Time to get some story underway. Jotari! I'm not sure who that was. Was that, I think that was the Elder of Minish Forest. The Temple of Droplets. It's kind of a water dungeon and I can't swim. Can you solve that for me? Can you teach me to swim? This is a weird way to learn swimming, but okay. I'll believe you. I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it right now. Open mystery panel. Wait, doesn't it sound good? So we just got japed by Library. No, it wasn't fantastic. I will come back to murder you later. It's a good thing I fused with him. I'm now in a dungeon. We're gonna have to pass a trial. I kinda do, but not when people force it on me. I'm not happy about that. It's called my head. You don't have a hip right now. It's that thing that leads into the inside of you. I'm learning a lot about haberdashery because of Islo. I wonder how he got there, too. I mean, they did tell us that he was there before. Maybe he has a secret treasure hidden somewhere. We're going to have to find it. Oh look, slugs! Horrible monsters in the middle of this very difficult dungeon. We've seen mushrooms like this before. We can solve this easily. Get over here. That's right, get closer. I wish you could transfer the screen, but, you know, the Game Boy Advance. There's only so much you can do with it. Yeah, it looks like there's not a lot of stuff here. Oh, okay, that's the new thing. We got scissor bugs now. And this spin attack is still kind of poopy. You see, I thought that was charged. I have to wait for that. Yeah, eventually I'm going to get a better spin attack, because this spin attack is kind of dumb. You know what, I'm just going to pin them against the walls and use my regular spaz out. That'll work. Sadly, you can't hit them if they have their pincer. But without it, they're dead meat. Ah, I wanted to take those. It would have been a cool dual-wield weapon. Oh well, they went to open a noodle shop. We got the flippers now. Now we could finally swim in water. A whole new world is open to us, an underwater world. And of course you could dive, just like in Link's Awakening. Ooh, look at this thing. It's treasure. I can't seem to open it or smash ice. I'm gonna need an item for that. Like a fire arrow or a fire wand or something like that. Something fiery. Well, this dungeon is kind of empty and just teaches you how to swim. And we can actually swim in Minish form around in the regular world map. This will become very useful later. Look how fast he could go, too. It's like a regular motorboat as a Minish. So next time on the Minish Cap, we have the ability to swim now. And we could teleport. And we could dig holes in strange rock walls. So we're going to be getting a lot of side quests done and really quickly. Good night, folks.